that are playing right now. But that's just the appetizer. Because right here in LA, we also have a matchup between two of the most decorated franchises, the Celtics and the Lakers. Because the Celtics, they look to avoid a season-worst 3-game losing streak as they visit the Lakers. In fact, Boston hasn't dropped 3 straight since 2021, but they have a tough task at hand with Anthony Davis, who, excluding last week's loss to Cleveland, where he left with an illness, is averaging 41 points per game, 13.5 rebounds in the month of December. LeBron James is looking for his first back-to-back 30-point game of the year as well.
One of the biggest tests in our league. I mean, it's a lot of great teams in our league, and they happen to be one of them. So, that first game off a road trip was always tough. So it's good when you got to be even more locked in with a team that you know is really good. So I look forward to the challenge.
So LeBron has averaged 28.8 points per game in his regular season career against the Celtics. It's the 3rd most in NBA history, only behind Michael Jordan and the NBA's all-time leading scorer, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So, Brian, you've covered LeBron James for many, many years, and these Celtics matchup, they're always special. He gets up a little bit more for them. Why is that?
He hates Boston. I don't even think that's a strong enough word. He absolutely hates them. They were, he's been treated roughly by the fans there, but they were obviously a competitor of his with 3 different teams. The Cavs the first time, then the Heat, then the Cavs again. It's a perpetual thing that has happened over the years, even though the team has completely changed over. He hates the new people that are coming to the Boston games. And it's so crazy. I don't think people pay much attention to this. It's so crazy to me that LeBron owns a small piece of the Boston Red Sox. I cannot believe there is much Boston paraphernalia in his life. I assume he's got some Red Sox gear, but I think it stays way in the back of the closet, only be brought out at the rare time when he's going to go to a game or something.
So that's one subplot of this game. But then on the other side of things, we see Jason Tatum is coming off back-to-back games where he isn't able to register 20 points. How can the Lakers continue to make life difficult on him, Ramona?
Well, they could get some wing defenders who are big,
that may be a start.
Long, like the Warriors and Clippers have. And the Warriors have provided the blueprint for how to defend Jason Tatum. The problem is you have to have the personnel to execute that. I don't see that on this Lakers team. But the Warriors are sending multiple guys at Tatum. The Clippers did that yesterday with Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris, who was that was Jason Tatum's vet when he came into the league. Marcus Morris was great on those double team rotations. Jason was just uncomfortable, and they made it hard for him to get past the second rotation defender. Lakers don't have that personnel, though, so this lines up well for them.
So bear with me here, Tim. I spoke to Klay Thompson the other week, and he told me that the more he struggled to have that breakout game early on in the season, the more pressure that he would put on himself. And it would mount and mount and mount, and he couldn't just get that game to get out of the gate. Jason Tatum, I don't want to overreact here. I really don't. He's only struggled for 2 games. He's playing incredibly good teams. Does he have to have a bounce back to put that pressure on him right now? Or are you saying, ooh?
He's definitely going to challenge himself to do that because now he's on that level, right, where the expectations are there. That's what those top guys do. But here's the thing. For me personally, no. He doesn't need to because there's only one bell that he needs to ring. It's getting back on that stage again that he was at the end of the season last year and ringing that bell.
I agree.
And leading a team to a championship and being the best player on the floor in doing it. He was outplayed by Steph Curry in the finals. We know he didn't play as well as he did in the regular season. First team All-League player last year and then has that to end the season. He's an MVP candidate now. Best record in the league, best team in the league. That's all going to continue throughout the regular season. There's no doubt in my mind, regardless of how he plays in this one game. So for me, the only bell that needs to get rung is when he gets back where the lights are the brightest, he's going to have to now have a bounce back because if he does it again, now each year subsequently that weight becomes heavier for him. He gets a one-off as a young player. Okay, did not play well in that situation. Let's see what happens the next time. Nothing in the regular season is going to make me think anything different. I know who Jason Tatum is and how good he is. That's going to be the ultimate answer for him.
This is also Jason Tatum's first experience being the hunted. Okay, the Celtics are the best team in the league. He is the MVP frontrunner. And now you have teams that are scheming against him. And I caught him at his locker after the game last night, and he was sitting there for a long time, icing his knees. He took his time collecting his thoughts. And I said, welcome, this is a different role for you. And he goes, yeah, this is good, though. It's all part of it, and I plan on being in this position for a long time.
The way that he's playing, you can see that he plans on playing himself to continue to be in this position for many years to come. You can't worry too much about one regular season game. It all matters